Right, next up on the red carpet, a special treat. This is the first time we have had co-authors here at the castle. Please join me in welcoming Angeline Hart and her husband, Dixon Schwenk. Congratulations to you both. So these two lovely people wrote a book called Gorillas Make Great Lovers, and they're just going to do a quick demonstration. No. Okay, we won't have you demonstrate that. It's good. No gorillas here in the castle. But let's tell people a little bit about your book and why you wrote it.
I'm guessing that people are wondering, what does that mean? Gorillas make great lovers.
It's a zoology book. People.
Yeah, it's not. So the subtitle is Escape the Dating Jungle and Build a True Love Relationship. So not you, but some men, not this man, rate women on a 1 to 10 scale. And it's all based on appearance. You know, she's a 10 because she's really
I believe it's swipe right, swipe left.
Yeah, that's the way it works too. Well, I came up with my own way of classifying men, but it's not based on appearance. It's based on what it is that motivates them, what drives them, what makes them feel good about themselves. And I named them for different animals, one of which is the gorilla. But some of this people are already familiar with. For example, in the business world, we already know a shark would be a man who is focused on financial success. So when he is the top salesman in the office, he's feeling really good about himself. When he's got the latest Rolex watch, the biggest house on the block, he's feeling good about himself. And a man who has that quality of being able to be financially motivated is attractive to a lot of women. Another example that we're already familiar with would be a wolf. And
I dated those guys. Got that.
A lot of women have. And this would be a man who is focused on sexual conquests. Now, some people think he's focused on the sex. That's not actually true. What's really true is he's focused on got another one and another one. And yes, they really like me. I'm a winner because I can get that one too. So it's a numbers game. And women get involved thinking, oh, I can make him love me. You can think of Marilyn Monroe and one of the Kennedys, and here's the most beautiful woman in the world, and she couldn't get him because it was that numbers game. Well, in our book, which we wrote together, there are 12 types, manimal types. Manimals.
Can somebody hashtag that if you're watching right now? It'll just, the whole Facebook will get confused. We want
that. And what happens is 10 of those manimals can be positive or negative, depending on their emotional maturity. You can go to our website. You can take a quiz. It's free. It's fun. You can take it as many times as you want about any man in your life and determine which manimal type he is. And there's also a free quiz about maturity that you can take to determine.
I want to know about the other two. Well, 10 can be good or bad. What are the other two?
There's 2 that I recommend you stay away from, avoid. And when you take the quiz, it won't just tell you, oh, he's a shark or he's a gorilla or he's a panther, my personal favorite.
Panther.
It won't tell you that. It will tell you how much your man is of each of these different qualities. So it gives you a fully rounded profile. And then you can actually will say that you want to take it about your ideal man. I know you just got married.
Yeah.
So
my ideal man is my husband for anyone taking this.
So you could take it about your ideal and then actually take it, which is your fantasy, and then actually take it about the man you got and then compare and maybe find what you're missing. I'll give you a quick example. I did a presentation to a women's group, and a woman came up to me afterwards and she said, okay, I did what you told me to. I took the quiz about my ideal, and then I took it about my husband. And when I did it about my ideal, the number one quality that I like is owl. Well, owl would be a man who's focused on cerebral activities, very, very intellectual type, could be a professor, a lawyer, a doctor, that kind of thing. And she said, but when I took it about my husband, whom I love and want to stay with, he has no owl. What should I do? So I said to her, well, in the popular literature out there right now, they would say to you, well, obviously this man is not your soulmate because he doesn't fulfill everything you want and need. Well, I think it's a bunch of malarkey myself. Because it's ridiculous to expect one person to fulfill everything you want. So I said to her, okay, so what this quiz did for you is it gave you some information about what you're missing. Now, since he has none of that quality, don't try beating your head against the wall or his to try and
Get him to be different.
Yeah, don't do that.
Tried that, by the way. That was marriage number 1.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
So instead, sign up for a night class. Add intellectual stimulation by taking a girlfriend and go signing up for a lecture series or join a book club or something like that. Now you know what you're missing and you can go get it. If he'd had some of that quality, then maybe we could develop it by both of them going to a night class.
Where do people take this Manimal quiz? We're going to have to cut the broadcast short. I got to go take this quiz. Where do they get that?
Our website is gorillalove.com.
Gorilla Love. I love it. You guys, this is one of the really fun things about writing a book when you get to build a quiz to connect with your readers.
They love it.
Yeah, and then you take the quiz, read their book. So go grab the book too, and you'll see that link right on the screen. Grab that book because then you can read about your panther or your gorilla. I might have an owl. I think I might have an owl.
And every man is a mix to some extent. So, be aware of that. This isn't a quiz that's just going to say it's one thing. It'll give you that actual profile. And sometimes women say to me, well, what if I don't know the right answer to the question? Well, the thing of it is your perception, that's how you relate to him. So your answer is always correct. Somebody else could, like my man, I could take the quiz about him and he'll come out one way. You could take the quiz about him.
Because he's a panther to you.
To me, but might be something else to you. And you're going to relate to him based on how you perceive him. And I relate to him how I perceive him. So a woman's answers are always correct. Oh, and there's a men's quiz because some husbands were saying, well, what do you mean I'm a panther or whatever? I want to figure it out for myself. So I created a quiz for them. There's the guy's gorilla quiz. And I'll tell you one other thing.
Okay.
If I can. So we wrote this book for women, for single women. But it's all about men. So guess what other group loves this book?
Men.
Gay men.
Gay men. Gay men. Gay men. Go down this right now.
They do. And what I find for like lesbian women, they're not interested in to find a romantic man, but it really helps them understand their coworkers, their boss, their father, their brother. So there's really something in it for everybody.
Amazing. Get your copy of Gorillas Make Great Lovers. And did I get that right? Yep. Gorillas Make Great Lovers. Thank you guys both for being here.
You're welcome.
Good job. Thank you, Dixon.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.